Preposition of time, in. He was educated in England in the 1980s. He was a young rock star in the 90s in Brazil. The book was first published in 2001. The event he mentioned took place in January. The business project would be finished in 3 weeks. Agricultural land is very green in spring. Nobody knows what will happen in the future. They arranged a cultural program in the Easter holiday. She waters the garden in the morning. They completed the flight in 2 hours. Life was easy and comfortable in the past. I'll bring you a cup of coffee in a few minutes. The business transaction is often slow in the afternoon. Energy drinks are in demand in the summer. Vegetables are often plentiful in the winter. Preposition of time, on. The market is closed on the weekend. The tragedy happened on Friday night. On the 4th of July, he had a job interview. My friend sends me a card on my birthday. The team arrived at about 6 on Sunday morning. Chocolate egg is customarily eaten on Easter Day. The moon was quite bright and big on that day. He managed to finish the task on time. They traveled 20 miles on the first day. The offer came out on the last day of February. The college library is open on weekdays only. The rescue operation began on Monday afternoon. The rescue operation began on Saturday evening. I can't wait to get indoors on a cold day. They'll be at home on Christmas Day. Preposition of time, at. I have a dental appointment at 4 p.m. The board members will arrive in New York at noon. These exotic animals only come out at night. The weather is very unpredictable at the moment. We get 3 weeks off school at Easter. I have to go to the library at lunchtime. At present we're obtaining information from all sources. A bright object appeared in the sky at sunset. At dusk, more fish come into the lake. The woman likes to have a hot drink at bedtime. They are always full of cheer at Christmas. She felt both happy and sad at the same time. Preposition of place, in. She lives in a small village in England. They had a brief honeymoon in London. A number of skyscrapers are being built in Manhattan. He spent 3 years in prison for drug trafficking. Smoking is not permitted in the cinema. The members of the team all stood in a line. They stood in a queue for half an hour. The teacher told the students to stand in a row. The bright lightning made a zigzag in the sky. The two friends met each other in the lift. We live in a town along the west coast. When she was a child she lived in a country village. House prices in Paris are still rising. The work appears in the Journal of Health Science. A big fire had started in the kitchen. I did not get everything I needed in the market. He made several important points in the article. Can you see the thin line in the picture? There are a number of religions in the world. There was widespread industrial development in the north. This company has a summer residence in the south. She looked at her reflection in the mirror. There are 25 people in the classroom. Could you recommend a restaurant in the city center? The huge amount of waste is dumped in the sea. Preposition of place, on. There is a large mall on Columbus Street. We saw a vehicle sprinkling water on Fifth Avenue. The cat licked up the water on the floor. The factory is not on a bus route. My favorite music was playing on the radio. You can find all types of information on the internet. These children are playing on the ground. The bus stop is on the left of the library. His chamber is down the corridor on the right. The boy was raised by his aunt on a farm. The rain drummed suddenly on the roof. Cross out any items that are not on the list. Let's see what is on the menu today. The words didn't stand out clearly on the page. The place is marked on the map with a red circle. We saw the Olympic Games on television. Napoleon was sent into exile on an island. We spent happy moments on the beach. She arranged the books on the shelf. The operating instructions are on the label. Preposition of place, at. The unemployed stood at 32 State Street. At what time did he arrive at the station? She was ordered to report herself at the office. Write the address at the top of the page. There's a garden at the front of the building. I left a message for him at reception. I'll meet you at the entrance of the museum. We learn not at school but in practical life. I met her at a party a few months ago. He sent me an invitation to speak at a conference. He is usually at home from 4 o'clock onwards. There is a dental clinic at the corner of the street. You would climb the ladder must begin at the bottom.